A dusty haze hangs over one of Africa's biggest steel plants as an eagle flies overhead surveying the scene below. For more than 3 decades, Ajaokuta's 41 plants that include steel, electricity, cement and fertilizer plants have been idle, despite the Soviet-era met facility being 95% complete. But change appears to be finally on the way.
We've tried to put the governing structure, this structure in place, a compact and more efficient structure to enable us carry out our responsibility. And what we ensure we're doing is to ensure that there is a periodic dry run on a monthly basis.
The Parliament has pushed legislation through to fund its completion.
This government is on a salvage mission, and we want to ensure that Ajaokuta works before the end of this administration.
It's estimated that $600 to $700 million would be enough to complete the project, but Parliament has approved $1 billion. That has also triggered a sudden interest from investors.
Whether funds come from the side of government or not, there are expressions of interest for so many companies from China, Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, and some other European countries.
The plant's steam-powered electricity generators will soon contribute 70 megawatts to the nation's grid. It will become one of Africa's biggest steel plants, producing up to 10 million tons of steel each year. While this massive plant lay dormant, a South Korean company with a similar-sized plant, built a year later by the same Soviet Union engineers, has grown to become one of the 4 largest steel producers in the world, with revenues of about $50 billion a year. But after more than 3 decades, corrupt government officials and their lobbyists made sure that the Ajaokuta Steel Company never took off. The machine tools section is the busiest. Here, engineers are designing and producing machine spares. But customer demand, especially from government-owned factories, is poor. Externally, though, most facilities, including the conveyor belts, need an overhaul. The rail system, including the locomotives and trucks, are still waiting to be used. Although a dredged river port, 200 kilometers of rail link, 200 kilometers of internal roads and rail networks have been completed, access to some iron ore mining sites is still a challenge. While the company waits for more government support, many Nigerians wonder why a country which currently has a foreign reserves of $45 billion cannot find a way to complete such an important project and kickstart the industrialization process. Ahmed Idris, Aljazeera, Ajaokuta, Nigeria.